Throughout 2023, the music production scene soared in popularity, with a predicted 200 million creators by 2030, showcasing an incredible amount of growth and interest in creating music. Now, as we come into 2024, there's always a dominant genre or an emerging style. As a music producer, it's your job to stay on top of it. In today's video, I'm going to dive into the world of music production and guide you through the creation of 5 different genres that I believe to be extremely relevant this year. We're going to be exploring the sounds of new jazz, hood trap, super trap, Jersey club, and of course, UK drill. I'm going to tell you at the end of the video why these 5 genres are so important and what they all have in common. And sometimes it's not even about just staying trendy. Learning different genres helps expand your music knowledge and production skills. So whether you're a seasoned veteran or a newbie, this video is going to be filled with musical insights. Let's get started with genre 1. Now, new jazz is probably one of the newest established genres in the entire world. What started off in the underground rap scene has now grown a crazy amount in 2023, and it's still showing emerging trends. The producer that basically started new jazz and called it new jazz is Amir Prod, but another producer by the name of Venny has also pushed the genre and allowed it to grow to what it is today. And as far as artists go, Lunchbox made an entire album called New Jazz, and even some of Little Tekka's latest releases are showing heavy inspiration from new jazz. Enough of the jibba jabba, let's try and make some. The BPM range for new jazz can go pretty much anywhere from like 130 to 160 in my opinion, but I'm sure people have probably made it outside of this region. Because it's such a new genre, it's so hard to actually define what is new jazz. For new jazz melodies, I have 3 VST suggestions. Number 1, which is the go to this shit, Zenology. If you're seeing anyone make new jazz, they're using this plugin. Number 2, Purity. Got some crazy presets for new jazz. And number 3, Expand 2. Expand 2 is kind of just goated for everything. So we are using Zenology, and we're taking a little E-piano. You want to be using a lot of like E-pianos, synths, dreamy pads, saxophones, brass, all that kind of good stuff that you're going to see in this video. So let's start by getting the foundations with some chords. And we are in fact going to be making this in a major scale. Now, I actually don't think I've ever made a beat in a major scale before. And if you struggle with chords like me, I'm literally getting ChatGPT to write this for me. D major 7, A minor 9, and D7 11, which all together. If there's AI tools available, I'm going to use them. Loading up another Zenology, we're taking a fat lead. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play down the scale, hitting every note. Again, sticking in Zenology. Do you know what? I'm not even going to say that anymore because I think we're going to make the whole melody with Zenology. Put it at the start of the bars. Now here's some sauce that's used in a lot of new jazz beats. You can come into Effectrix and add on this vinyl effect. Kind of some sauce. We're adding in a little jazzy mute note, followed by some trombone chords. And I kind of want them a little bit more jazzy, so we're going to layer an extra bit of saxophone on them. We're missing a bit of like a catchy melody, so we're taking this lead. Just keep layering that over. Last thing I want to add is a little flute. For the fun part, the drums. Today's video is sponsored by me. That's right, I am sponsoring today's video. My brand new 2024 drum kit is now available for pre-order. If you're watching this video a little bit late, then the kit should be out right now, so check the description. My 2024 kit is basically all the sounds I'm going to be using while making a variety of different genres. They're all the most up-to-date sounds and the future sounds of 2024 you'll see in today's video. When you pre-order, you will get all 5 FLPs from today's video and the 2024 kit. DM me on Instagram if you wish to purchase it. The drums don't exactly follow any rules. You can kind of just have fun with it. They're pretty 808 heavy. You use quite a lot of different 808s in new jazz. I like that. So I've selected out 6 808s that I think that I'm going to use for this beat, all of them which are going to be in the 2024 kit. And I think the easiest one is going to be our main 808, which is going to be the CTM. And I'm just going to put them on the root notes of our chords. And then we can go back up maybe. It's just like a little intro breaking down all the melodies. Then I rendered everything out, stretched it. a bit of like a breakdown section kind of here, where all I did was I just rendered out the very start and stretched it. And that's how you make new jazz. Genre number 2, hood trap. Hood trap has been around for years, primarily in the US, but as of the past few months, it's starting to take the UK scene by storm, with a lot of producers jumping on the trends and posting TikTok remixes, which are literally gathering millions of views. Shout out Spasm, who's the first person I saw in the UK putting out the remixes, which got me intrigued into hood trap. Not exactly sure who started the whole hood trap thing, but I see a lot of TikTok comments talking about DJ Ez, so I presume his influence is pretty big. And there is no doubt that this is going to be a big genre for 2024, so take some notes. So let's start with the melody. Normally make quite dark hood trap beats, but honestly hood trap is pretty universal. You can kind of make any kind of beat from it, and I'm going to show that by sampling something today. If you're disappointed and wanted to see some dark gritty hood trap, then I also did a video on it the other week, so you can go check it here. How nasty is that? With hood trap, BPM can vary from anywhere from like 140, probably all the way up to like 170, 180. I do want to pitch it down a little bit. I think we're going to pitch it down 400 cents. The sample needed a bit of touching up with some EQs, so with the help of everything on screen, that sample is beautiful. With hood trap, it's literally all about the 808 and your snare patterns. It doesn't exactly necessarily have hi-hats. You put down a snare pattern and your 808 basically goes on top of the snare pattern, and you're trying to create a bounce between the snares and the 808s. So we're going to start a snare pattern just like you probably normally start a trap 808 pattern. I think it's sounding a little bit too high. We might pitch it up. Yeah, there we go. That's way nicer. That bit there sounds so cold. And then normally for me, towards the end of 8 bars, I always add in just a bit of a snare kind of roll of some sort. Once I'm happy enough with a snare pattern, then it's time for my 808, and you literally just kind of want to layer these on top of your snare pattern already. Once you got the 808 down, you just kind of want to create a little bit more of a bounce, so I like to add in some like unique percussion and things of that nature. And then you basically just got to arrange. One thing I actually did forget to mention is in hood trap beats, there tends to be a slight bit of a switch up in the beat as well. Whether that's like a change of an 808, the melody being pitched up, the snares slightly changing. Our switch up is the melody going up an octave. You can also tell we also added a little bit of delay onto the snare for that switch up. So in the full beat, that's basically it for hood trap. It's a pretty simple genre, but I do believe there's going to be big showings for hood trap this year. And genre 3, Jersey Club. Jersey Club emerged in the 90s as a variation of Baltimore club music and is now a genre of dance music that originated in Newark, New Jersey. Characterized by its energetic beats, repetitive vocal samples, and syncopated rhythm. DJ Tamil, I think is how you say it, is regarded as the pioneer of Jersey Club, while DJ Slink helped the global spread beyond New Jersey. And now modern day 2024 Jersey Club being used by some of the biggest artists in the scene. We got Drake using it, Bad Bunny, Lil Uzi. The genre continues to evolve with producers such as MC Vert. Jersey Club is all about having fun when making the beat. So, with that being said,
alter ego. Anita McSween.
I did say Jersey Club was about vocal samples, but we are going to incorporate this into our Jersey beat.
Anita Maxwin. Anita Maxwin.
Anita Maxwin. With the help of some effects on the left, we can now chop it up and kind of make it sound something like this.
Anita Maxwin. Win. Win.
But obviously we're going to need a melody. Being how most Jersey things are sampled, we're going to sample something. This sample is beautiful. We are in fact pitching the sample down 300 semitones just to avoid copyright restrictions. And let's try again this Anita Maxwin sample.
Anita Maxwin. Win.
For all these Jersey drums, I do have a massive Jersey drum kit with basically all of the Jersey essentials plus crazy unique sounds that you won't find anywhere else. So if you're trying to make a lot of Jersey, I would definitely recommend using this kit. We're going to start by just throwing down your typical Jersey kick pattern. Now, one thing I like to do when making Jersey Club beats is sidechain my kick to my melody. You literally just sidechain your kick to the melody on the mixer track down here. Kickstart on your melody. Then you need to come into the settings tab, processing, enable sidechain, and link it where your kick is. If you want a more in-depth video, just look up Kickstart 2 sidechaining on YouTube. I'm sure there's a more in-depth tutorial. For our main bounce of this beat, I'm going to use the bed squeak. And the trick when getting a bounce with the bed squeak is you want to change the velocity of every second one. So after that, you can just copy and paste. Maybe you can just like kind of like chop and chop. Now, let's get back this Anita Maxwin sample up here.
Anita Maxwin.
Okay, after playing around with the sample for a few minutes, we now have something sounding a bit like this.
Anita Maxwin. Anita Maxwin. Anita Maxwin. Anita Maxwin.
Now, one thing about Jersey beats is they're oh, what the hell happened there? One thing about Jersey beats is they're constantly changing. So I always have like things switching like every 8 bars. After this 8 bar here, obviously we're going to keep the vocal sample, but let's try change the vocal sample up a little bit. We're also bringing in the help of other Jersey perks from the new school kit, and I help carry the Jersey bounce. And I always do like to have a bit of a breakdown section. So in our breakdown section, we're going to be using a different kick and also a little drill kind of counter snare. And then followed by this little whip perk loop that I have. Like I said, Jersey beats are all about having fun. And yeah, this is the full beat.
Anita Maxwin. Anita Maxwin. Anita Maxwin. Anita Maxwin. Anita Maxwin. Anita Maxwin. Anita Maxwin.
3 genres down, that means we're going on to 4. 4 is UK drill. Now listen, I know a lot of people think that UK drill is either dying, dead, or on the way out. To be honest, drill is always going to be around. Maybe just not as mainstream as it once was, but in my opinion, drill is still going to be here in 2024. Drill evolves each year. Personally, I feel like this year will be the year for drill using a spins 808. We're going to go with a fan favorite. We're throwing it back to 2020. We're going to make some dark drill, and I'm going to make sure you know how to make it properly, because in 2024, I'm not hearing no dead drill beats. It's genuinely not allowed anymore. If this tutorial is not enough, then maybe the other 200 drill tutorials on my channel can help you. Let's get started. I'm gonna make our pad today just using Expand 2. Now listen, you can cop Expand 2 for like $10. So I don't want to hear any excuses. And we're gonna make a little kind of E minor chord without the middle note. Drop the E down, get over, change this note, copy and over again. Key thing to making these melodies is layering your sound. So opening up Expand again, taking a little choir sound. We're literally just going to copy our first chord progression, paste it in, and we're going to duplicate that choir once again, but this time we're going to kind of pitch it up an octave and kind of elongate the notes a little bit. Instead of having them like this, they're going to be elongated and they're up an octave. And just for good measure, we're going to take one more pad. This is called a wet pad. And I kind of want it in the higher range as well. Now that we have our main pad kind of down, we want to add other elements. So this is actually a nice saucy bank. We're using the Duke. Maybe we can bring it up here. Now, something I love when making drill melodies is textures. And that's exactly why we're coming into a bank called Atom, which sounds like this. Also taking one more atmosphere from this bank. And for this one to be a little bit different and give it a little bit more of a different tone, instead of just using the top notes, we're actually going to use E because we're in E minor right now. We're going to consolidate this track. We're going to reverse it and also pitch it down 600 cents. Next, I want a vocal. And what better bank to use than Sahara Voices? This is an incredibly sick bank for ethnic vocals. I just found this little vocal atmosphere over on Splice. And last thing this is missing is a drill piano. And what I like to do now is come into a quarter beat and kind of fill in some tiny little ghost notes. Now all that's left is arranging. We'll probably make like another 2 808 patterns for the beat. Alright, one noticeable thing for the arrangement is we are using a lot of gunshots and reversed gunshots. These beats literally take me back to like prime drill, even though it's not as mainstream anymore. Like I said, what I think for UK drill now is going to be more so spins 808s, basically like the Nems kind of style, the Blanco kind of style. And yeah, man, let's get on to the next genre, Super Trap. Super Trap has been around for multiple years, with the pioneers being from a producer collective called Project Sins, with members like Grim Brazy. They've actually been renamed right now to High Tech. It's known for its crazy hi-hat patterns, its multiple different 808s, giving futuristic sounds from aliens and extraterrestrials. Other producers such as Glock, Broccoli have also helped push the genre further, and also artists like Reda pushing the genre slightly mainstream. Elements of super trap can be seen across so many different genres now. It's genuinely had such a big impact on today's music, and to be honest, I feel like super trap has evolved a lot since what it actually once started off as. And I'm going to show you what I mean by this beat. This beat that's about to be played is actually part of a J Soul video. I competed in a country versus country sample challenge, and I actually won $100 with this beat, so I thought it would be good to show the channel too. So I'm going to pass you over to past Slippery Haze. This is hard. Is this on beat? Right, let's reverse it. Gonna half time it with the 1.5 mode. Ooh, there we go. There we go. That part there. I'm throwing on a little bit of extra reverb and flanges onto it. Kind of give it a little bit more of a spacey, super trappy kind of feel. We are going to bring the BPM up to 170 also. Basically, how I make super trap is I just load up all these 808s that I normally use. I've got 9 808s right here. Oh yeah, let's get mixy. Let's try to slide that down. Just kind of like start shopping it a little bit and adding in like some kind of like stutters and stuff like that into the melody. Stuff like that. I've just sliced it around the 808s kind of. So. Low rolls, we're gonna come into like a third step. That kind of sounds tough. I don't know about everyone else, but I always layer this needler perk on top of this 808. Alright, this is hard, but I feel like it's gonna need like a second section. But as it drops off here, I feel like we need to come in with just like CTMs kind of. I feel like the only way for this to drop in is like a bit of a delayed drop or something. I feel like it needs to drop in on these glitches here. So like, yeah, we need to do something like that. All right, we have speedrun some arrangement. We've automated some intro verb throughout the beat. My dog came to give me a hug. You don't want to say anything? Okay. She's getting 5% royalties off of this beat. And now, you might be wondering what I said at the very beginning of the video when I said all these genres have one thing in common. That one thing is TikTok. Whether you like it or not, TikTok is shaping and molding the entire industry. The industry don't want albums anymore. They want a 15-second snippet to go viral on TikTok. They don't want singles. They want their song to be used on TikTok by millions of different people. They don't want music videos. They want TikTokers to create dances to their song on the TikTok platform. For my personal TikTok algorithm, these are the 5 genres I'm seeing the most go viral daily. Whether it's just clips of someone cooking up a beat on FL Studio, or if it's someone making a certain genre remix, or if it's someone getting an acapella from one genre and putting it on another genre, these 5 right here are the main candidates. And I hope I've helped you get a better understanding for each genre take into 2024 so you can get rich and famous off of it. I appreciate you for watching. Hit the like button if you have enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and run me up on Instagram and TikTok, because they're the only 2 things I care about. I'm out. Good luck. See you later. Bow.